What's going on, everybody? Jose Avila South Structural Steel LLC in the heart of the valley down in Texas. Right now I just want to make a quick video. Had a couple different people ask me this question of how did I get most of my jobs when I wasn't in the union. If I'm not in the union getting job placement, how do I get my jobs when I was out there working and not contracting like I do now? The thing that I used to do a lot, I was one hitting up the Craigslist posts, the Facebooks and all that. But one thing I really did not concentrate on was I made sure that I had all my equipment inside my truck. I used to have an F-150 and I'd have that F-150 gassed up, put 40-50 bucks in some gas in that truck, get it filled up. And I had that gang box in the back that I used to just carry around with me regardless, because I had my harnesses. I don't work, we carry our harness, we got our lanyards. I had some yo-yos on me. I had a bucket full of spuds, my beamers and all sorts of different tools that we use as a trade, joist chains and a whole bunch of different things like that. So I had my own, fairly early in the game, I purchased me a gang box, and I'd say that's probably something that y'all should do if you're going to be a welder or something like that. You might not need to get the biggest gang box out there, but maybe a little personal one or a nice box that's going to be able to be lockable and deter people from stealing stuff. But other than that, I'll go ahead and put everything in there and get ready with some energy, get some coffee, some energy drinks or something, some water in you, and head out. Just go drive around town, man. Back in the day, I used to live in San Antonio, so it was a little bit easier for me. I would just drive around Loop 410 and go 1604, and if I didn't find anything, I would hit up all the inside streets of the inner city, and just look for cranes. Look for tilt walls, precast buildings, things like that, things of that nature, structural steel, and I would just pull up and see if I can find the main dude in charge, if I can find the superintendent, if I can find the foreman, walk up to that guy and go ahead and ask him. If I find the superintendent of the GCs, general contractor out there in charge of the job site, I would always come with my hard hat, my PPE on, ready to come out to work, show out, and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get the job, man. If you can tell them, if you can show them you're here, you're ready to work, you got the stuff, you're dressed, ready to work. 9 times out of 10, I'll tell you this one time they were working, doing expansion joint on a hospital out there, Empire Steel. Empire Sierra, that's like their San Antonio division. Empire Steel, with David Casa, shout out, Indio, what's up, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing good, man. Stay safe out there. But they were doing some steel, and exactly that, man. I drug up on a job, which that's another story. We'll talk about dragging up and why people drag up and the different scenarios in which people drag up and if you should drag up and all those different type of things. But I had drigging up on a job, and so I was just scoping out, driving around, and I pulled up on them, and he told me, is there any problem if you can walk steel? And I told him, no, I can walk steel. He's like, well, let's see what's up. If you can climb this column up here, then you can work here. Basically, an on-spot interview type of thing. So, I climbed up the column, I wasn't wearing anything, I was just on the ground floor. Had me do that, and then, he told me if there is no problem, I could go to Houston, take a piss test right quick, and we'll fill out the application, and I can start the next day, and I became his lead connector. So it's just as simple as that. Sometimes asking, is going out there. The worst thing they can tell you is no. And if they tell you no, if you have a card or if you have some information, maybe ask them for their card. Maybe you can hit them up every couple weeks, every month or so, every 6 months if you need some work, and say, hey, this is so-and-so, where you at? You need some help? You might be able to go there. If you're a rigger, if you're a crane hand, if you're a welder, iron worker, laminero, a decking hand, anything of that nature, you know what I mean? I would always just keep my stuff with me and make sure that I had a good attitude. Be presentable when you go out there wearing the fluorescents. I used to always just, wear a fluorescent shirt, some jeans. I wore my ironworking boots, and I would tuck in my jeans to my boots, as we do. And I would just have my harness and all my tools ready in the back of my gang box in my truck, and I would go gas up the truck and just take a trip, make a day out of it. And then if that didn't work, then I would just go through Google. Back then it was, back then we still had phone books and stuff like that. Where you use, so you could go through phone books, you can go through Google, you can search all around you just to find anybody that would hire you, that could potentially hire you, the companies that do what you're looking to do for money, So I would just do that as well. There's been a lot of instances where I spent a day or so writing, 25 different companies out. I got maybe 2 or 3 down the list, and I had a job, Or maybe you do what I did in other instances where you have 2 or 3 that'll give you a job, and then you call all 25, you call 10, 15, you got some you can choose now. You got some opportunities out there that you didn't have, that you can now choose. You don't have to just jump on the first one. You can take your chance and choose. So I just want to make a quick video about that. Why and how you would be able to get out there and get a job. Just be ready. Take your tools with you. Don't be scared to ask. Don't be scared to introduce yourself. If you're an iron worker, don't be scared to let people know that you do this, what you're best at, what your specialty is, because we do a lot of different things. Let them know that you're not scared, that you're going to be out here looking for some work. If they know of any other work, ask them. If anybody else, if anybody else dragging up, that way I can come and take their place. If anybody else hiring, that way I can go over there and talk to them. Just stay with the networking. Make sure you're talking to people, and it'll all pan out. Jose Avila, South Central Steel LLC, heart of Valley down in Texas. Hope this hits somebody, helps them out a little bit. Keep your harness on you, keep your hood on you, keep some gloves on you, keep a fluorescent shirt. Keep your boots in the truck if you don't always wear them in the morning straight out of the house. Things like that. Like I said, if you have it in your budget, purchase you a nice gang box. Maybe hit Facebook Marketplace or a fairly used one, something that's still able to be lockable. And get yourself prepared. The guys that stay prepared are the ones that, when good timing hits, they're ready and they're able to excel and they're able to take advantage of that situation. So catch y'all later. Y'all be safe. Hope y'all stay blessed. Keep your head up, man. Shoulders pushed back, head up. Keep moving forward, doing the damn thing. We don't look back unless we count yesterday's money. You know how it is. I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'll see you on the next one.